Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 41 of WCW. I am Swarls. It's been a while since we had WCW, since we swapped the days, so it's been like a week and a half since we were last here. Kind of forgot what's going on a little bit. I do see that we're starting with a main event, which is great. I love when past Swarls does that to future Swarls. I love starting with the main event. So Clash 24 was a while ago now. Let's see what happened. What was so important that we had to do an extra Saturday night? Probably that six-man tag. I think I set this up the week before, and I absolutely would have forgotten, so it's probably good that I did that. We announced the secret weapon for the six-man. This is something I was talking about in the chat before I started recording. Trying to decide if I'm going to have Tenryu like win some squash matches to build him up, or if we're just going to debut him at the Clash. Because we are building him up like a secret weapon. What could it be? But also, like, if we go, hey, it's a secret weapon, it could be anybody from around the world. And then people tune in expecting fucking Hulk Hogan or whatever, and it's Tenryu. They might be mad. So maybe we should just, like, on Saturday night this week, just be like, here's the secret weapon. It's Tenryu, you know? Impress people a little bit, maybe. That would probably be for the best. Trying to figure out like what I have. Oh, we have to get Dan Severn involved in that six-man tag. Right, things are starting to come back together now. We made this a six-man tag because it was supposed to be at Clash 25. It was supposed to be Vader teaming with Stan Hansen. No, sorry, it was supposed to be Warrior teaming with Stan Hansen. And then we found out that they have horrible tag chemistry. Because of course they do. It's the Ultimate Warrior and Stan Hansen. You could not have two more different wrestlers from this era. So we had to make it a six-man. And then that's when I signed Tenryu to be with the bad guys. But we somehow have to get Dan Severn involved in this. So that's the thing we got to do. We have Waves of Disaster. Kind of trugging along. I believe Arn Anderson won this match in case we didn't sign Tenryu. And he had to be the guy. But now he's not. So, that's great for him. And then everything else is kind of just trudging along here. We have a long-ass promo setting up DiBiase and Sting. DiBiase and Sting should be a big match for the Clash. That will certainly be the main event, even though it is not a title match. Alright. Alright, so let's do this. Let's have Teddy Long and Big Van Vader and Ron. I mean, Ron's not going to talk, but he's there. But they're basically going to cut a promo that the secret weapon is debuting on Saturday. And I guess they would be talking about, you know, and they would also not just, you know, that it's debuting, but they, you know, Stan Hansen, Ultimate Warrior, you better be watching. You better be looking for the best third partner you can find, because our secret weapon is going to debut, and he's going to blow everyone's mind. I'm probably overselling Tenryu to the American audience, but hey, listen. Go big or go home, you know? Have I announced that we are doing Liger and Eddie for the light heavyweight title? Because I know we did it at Clash 24, and it was very good. And they've been mulling around with like six-mans and stuff. Oh, I'm almost positive Eddie Guerrero won this match. So let's do this. This is bold, but it's the B show, so who cares? Eddie and Jushin. I'm going to let these guys cook and see what happens. 6 minutes, unscripted. Eddie thinks he deserves a heavyweight title rematch. Liger agrees. But also, sucker. which is him. We're just going to do entertainment on both. I don't want to do, like, fighting. So, but yeah, long story short, Eddie's going to cut, like, a passionate promo about, you know, didn't get to a job done, but I've been, you know, Liger, I'm still coming after you. I beat you in that 6-man tag. If you're half the man you say you are, you'll come out here and give me a rematch. And then Liger will, like, shake his hand, be like, you got it. And then, like, as Eddie's, like, playing to the crowd, Liger will attack him. Because he's a bad guy now. He's so bad. Oh, I have a dumb idea. Let's have Dan Severn win a match again. I'm pretty sure we just had him beat somebody. You know, this is probably something where we use, we borrow a heel. Oh, Alex Wright, you're perfect for this. I don't know why you're a heel, but you're perfect for this. I want to do Dan Severn, Alex Wright, 6 minutes. Dan is going to toy with him and then beat him. Gonna absolutely fucking ragdoll this 18-year-old German child. And then let's do Ultimate Warrior and Stan Hansen watching this match, which I guess would be fucking acting. And then Hansen and Tanner were former 3-time All Japan Tag Champs. Well, they'll have a lot to talk about. I guess we can give Dustin and Sabu have just kind of been winning matches. The thing about Dustin and Sabu is they might win those tag titles, and then it's like, I don't want them to clear out the fucking tag division, you know? Although I'm sure I could just give them absolute jabrones. It's the B show. For example, have you guys beat the Italians yet? Is Joey Maggs not here? What happened to Joey Maggs? All right, well, we got new Italians, okay? We got the Italian Stallion. We got the Italian Stallion and Ziman. Sabu is going to pin the Italian Stallion. Okay, that is certainly a match. Let's do like a quasi-competitive match as the main event of the show. Something with like the B. Brian Blairs. Maybe a Larry Z or something. Arn Anderson is like truly not doing anything right now, so he could probably just beat, like, honestly doesn't even need to be someone recognizable. Like he could probably just wrestle Johnny B. Bad and that would be a perfectly fine main event. I think we're gonna do that, in fact. $10 minutes. We'll make it open. But Arn is just going to win. Man, we still have like 15 minutes. Okay, we did a big 8-man tag here. Brian Pill and Tully weighs it his ass to be Rick Steiner. Oh, we like wrote Scott Steiner out because he's hurt, I think. Is that a thing we did? It's all coming back to me. Yes, he has a bruised pec. That's right. Alright, let's give these guys a promo. It's going to be Rick cutting a promo. Like, Scotty, we could have used you in that 8-man, brother. You know, we needed you out there. You going to be ready for the Clash? I think he is. I think he's going to be ready for the Clash. Called the Pinnacle, but brother, we are not doing a faction called the Pinnacle. But you'd rather represent from another country than Eddie Graf, Mexico. I mean, that would involve blowing all of our plans up. Like, you've got a lot of heels and faces. I'd have to like turn a bunch of people, and we'd have to bring in a new. We don't work with New Japan. We work with All Japan. We in every save I do, I stop working with New Japan immediately. It just it's nothing against them really, although kind of. But they're always a pain. Anyway, these guys are going to cut a promo on Avalanche and Tsunami with the idea being Scott Steiner hopes he can be cleared for the match. He can be cleared for the tag title match at Clash. Yeah, I didn't even let them burn me with the Will Ospreay situation in WCW. We cut that off real quick. There was some reason we cut it off, but I don't... Oh, it was because we were in... It wasn't just us in New Japan, it was like a whole alliance, and ECW was in it. And ECW, like, borrowed Sting and had them lose on one of their shows to, like, Sal Balomo or some fucking Northeast indie fucking wrestler. And I was just like, nope, we're done with this. Out of here. I don't think so, buddy. Too cold. You are still unimportant. Ultimo. Ultimo is recognizable. Ultimo, let's send you out there. Ultimo, you ever wrestle Richard Morton one-on-one? That's a weird match. No, they have never wrestled one-on-one, because why would they? That's insane. 8 minutes, Ultimo is gonna win. That's a main event. That's a main event. Yeah, we can open with that. Let's put this here. No, here. Yep, that's a main event. I'm gonna say a 71. That's my guess. 57. I mean, that's, you know, Richard Morton has a gimmick that's getting stale. Listen, you don't gotta tell me. This gimmick was stale the minute it started. Oh, fuck. I wasn't paying attention and I put Scott Norton in this promo. Oh, no. Fuck me. Oh, shit. This is a real different promo now. This is Scott Norton coming in being like, hey, Scott let you down. I'm Scott. How about you let me be in the match? And then it's Rick and Magnum being like, I don't think so, man. I don't think that's a good idea. What, you want to team with me? Well, cool. This bullshit. Now these guys are like getting into a shoving contest. This was fine. This was a squash match. Tiny Stallion was off his game. Rough. You know what? These guys did a good job. It wasn't like a tremendous segment or anything, but like this could have been on Saturday night. It would have been fine. This is very much the equivalent of like in AEW when I have like Takeshita and Roosh cut a promo and it gets in like an 84 and we just kind of go like, yep, that's definitely what would happen. And then we move on. Match suffered from a lack of psych. I'm getting this in every save now, and it's killing me. Especially a 6-minute squash match, and it's giving me there wasn't enough psych. All right, man. Cool. Michael, what's up, man? Warrior and Stan Hansen, they sure watched that match. They sure watched it closely. They were probably whispering to each other like, "Hey, there's not a lot of psychology in this match." I know. Tell me about it, Stan Hansen. These guys don't know how to fucking work. 93 promo. Great job by these guys. I would say it's a different kind of psychology for the MMA guys, you know? It's not that there's no psychology, it's just, it's different. And then R&B Johnny B. Bad in a perfectly fine B-show main event. To give us a 76. That over-delivered big time. Show was kind of stinking early, but we pulled it around. Do you want to do what Nick did, find real numbers? I mean, it doesn't super matter. Like, I don't know. I know that's how, like, everyone else plays this game, apparently, but I don't know. It doesn't bother me. Thought they said Katsuyori Shibata for a second, and I was like, that's not him. He should be a child. Wendy Richter is still mad that we have her in developmental. Listen, Wendy, I know you're like 30, you're 31 and you're a star, but listen, we got to do a test run with the women's division. I know Jim Cornette's driving you crazy. I know, just 1994, all right? This is where we're going to do it. Just let me cook. Alexander Krellin could come in and get over on pure star quality. Could he? Does he have that much star quality? Are we gonna bring in a bunch of shoot guys from this era? That was certainly not a thing. Oh, is he not here? Apparently he's not here. We're looking at everybody, right? Yeah, don't see him. That's weird. Anyway, when we started this, I certainly did not think we were going to bring in a bunch of the shoot guys. Like, that was certainly not like, oh, we're going to do WCW 92 and I'm going to bring in a bunch of UWFI guys. Like, that was not the plan. But it has kind of happened that way with Severn and Shamrock, especially Severn coming in and, like, immediately getting over. We're not bringing in Joe Son. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say we try not to hire future, like people, prisoners. But if we look through this roster, there's probably someone on it that's going to prison. Jacques Rougeau and Coco Beware have been getting along very well. Why am I getting this email? I guess one of these guys is on my short list, or maybe both of them. But that's alright, cool. Thanks, game. Thanks. Glad to know that. Cougar. I remember one mod you could sign 14 Rey Mysterio. Yeah, I don't like signing people like well before they should be around. That was kind of a thing in our 03 mod. There were some people you could sign. You know, you could sign like 16-year-old Kenny Omega and shit like that. And it was like, well, I don't. This is weird. No one would do that. Alright, SMW, what are you guys doing on TV? Oh, it's not gonna... It's just that it was shown. It's not... It only shows me when they tape it. Cool. So we'll see it a month from now. Kenny Omega was in his 20s. In 2003? I don't know. I'd have to know how old Kenny Omega is right now. But I'm gonna take your word on it. There was definitely someone in that save that was 16, and you guys were like, sign him, and I was like, no, he's 16. Main event, people watch main event, cool. Slow news day. I think if you pushed a 13-year-old in like 1980s JCP, you would have like they would have shut the company down. I don't think they would have allowed that. Yeah, that's wild. Oh yeah, no, Clash is in 7 days. Oh, we're definitely gonna make it. Yeah, I forgot that main event was like at the end of the week, and then we'd have a big gap. Yeah, we're definitely going to make it to Clash 25 tonight. And we're definitely going to debut Tenryu on the go home, so people know. You know what I mean? Alright, let's go. Amway Arena. Is there anywhere we haven't run in a while? We have not run the Midwest or the Northwest since June. Or the Tri-State. Also, the economy and the wrestling industry is falling in all of them, which seems not great. But, what are you gonna do? Maybe let's do Clash at a big arena in the Tri-State. So we'll do the go home here too. Oh, we're gonna get 20,000 people here. Okay. All right. Let's. I think maybe let's do the Spectrum for the Clash. So then we'll stay in PA for the Saturday Night Go Home. We'll go to the Civic Arena, Pittsburgh. Oh, I need to sign out of Steam. 1 second. And we're back. All right. All right, let's debut Tenryu. Fuck it. Well, first we should do an angle where Teddy and Big Van Vader and Ron Simmons are like, here he is, the man we've been promising, the secret weapon, The man who will guarantee victory at the Clash of the Champions, Genichiro Tenryu. Which, Teddy, I would love to hear what 1993 Teddy Long would say when I handed him a piece of paper and was like, here, please announce Genichiro Tenryu. Oh, the butchering. Oh, the butchering would be so good. Tenryu... Overness is not gonna... I wonder if he has star quality. I should check that about him. But for now, I'm gonna put star quality. And then if he doesn't have it, we'll change it. Do you have star quality? Oh, big time. Big time. Let's go. Alright, perfect. You know what? I really want him to come in, so I actually want to give him someone slightly above Jobber to just fucking squash here. Why am I looking at heels? He's a heel. I think this is like a perfect job for B. Brian Blair. That's what he's here for. Tenryu's just gonna beat his ass. And then let's do an angle later where Stan Hansen, the Ultimate Warrior, every time I put the Ultimate, it's just Ultimate. And I guess Sting would be there too. They're all going to come out to the ring. And, you know, Sting's going to be like, hey, you know, I'd love to be your guys' partner for that 6-man tag, but, you know, I'm wrestling Ted DiBiase one-on-one main event, so I can't be there with you. And then, you know, Ultimate Warrior's going to be like, of course you can't work twice, Stinger. That would be ridiculous. But we have been eyeing a beast, an absolute beast who has been tearing through WCW. And then Stan Hansen would be like, well, I think what our friend here is trying to say. Dan Severn, would you come out here? We you know, we would love you to be our tag team partner. And then, fuck, we have to rate Dan Severn. Wait, no, this is why. This is why, fucking, what's his name in here? Nick Bockwinkel. That's why Nick Bockwinkel's here. Nick Bockwinkel is his manager, and he's going to come out and be like, absolutely, we'd love to work with you guys. Sounds great. Fuck Ted. Fuck Vader. Fuck Ron Simmons. Tenryu is going to Northern Light bomb him through the ring. I mean, that's the plan. That's what we're hoping for. Also, just want to say, the trio of Stan Hansen, the Ultimate Warrior, and Dan Severn, again, unhinged. Could not have predicted this when we started this. Never in a million years would I have been like, I know what we're going to do. I've got a plan, boys. Listen to this one. Nah, Bockwinkel manages Dan Severn and Ken Shamrock, and Bob Backlund, who is also in that group. They're a shooters group. Let's do a main event. Let's figure out what we're doing here. Have we established that Rude and Hennig for the TV title is happening? I feel like they've just been wrestling each other a lot. Okay, well, we know the U.S. title match is definitely happening, so let's do that. Let's do Stang teaming with Steve Austin to take on Ted DiBiase and Terry Funk. What a match. 16 minutes. Finish. Fuck a finish. It's 1993 WCW. Who gives a shit? Sting. He's gonna win by DQ. When he's attacked by the damn Diamond Stud. And we're going to do a big fight afterwards where we will have Sting, Steve Austin, Ted, Terry, and the Diamond Stud all fighting. Just your classic, this is mayhem, we gotta go, watch the clash! Let's do Rick Rude and Kurt Hennig setting up that TV title match, because I don't remember if we even announced that was happening. So this is just going to be your prototypical long-ass in-ring promo to set up Rude, Hennig, TV title match at Clash. You know, now that I think about it, I think we did do a thing where Rick Rude talked to Ricky Steamboat. It was like, hey, do you mind if I wrestle Kurt instead of you? And he was like, yeah, that's fine. But whatever. We'll still do this. I mean, this will do well. So, 8 minutes. You guys fucking talk some shit. Go do it. You're the pros. You figure out what you're going to talk about. Why do I got to figure everything out? Scott, are you? Not you. You fucked me on that already. How long are you injured for? Oh, can I see that from here? Ooh, passable Spanish. Good to know. Alright, I don't know where I'm finding this. So I'm just gonna... Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run the promo we should have run. That we were trying to run, I should say. We're gonna make sure we get Scott Steiner. And we're gonna put Rick Steiner there. And Magnum. And I guess this is gonna be in the ring, so let's put Avalanche and Tsunami out there. Skills. Well, now I'm gone. Although we should probably double check it. I don't know if these guys can fucking talk, so let's do this. This is basically just gonna be a promo about how like, we don't know if Scott's gonna make it, and then, you know, the Ways of Disaster are gonna be like, oh, if you can't make it, you gotta forfeit those titles, which I think we've done before with the Steiners, but they keep getting hurt. They're big, strong boys. They wrestle hard. They keep getting hurt. In skills, huh? Oh, he can still perform. So even Even if he's not cleared, we can have him wrestle. It would just, the match will just be shit. So that's fine. It's a Steiners versus Ways and Disaster match. It wasn't gonna be great. Have I just done... I feel like I've had Bam Bam wrestle fucking every wrestler in the Dangerous Alliance solo already. I don't think he's wrestled the Barbarian, though. And I'm fine with that. You guys got 10. That's fine. Maybe put Brian... Let's put Paulie on commentary for this match. I don't know if that's going to advance the feud. So, to make sure, we will advance the storyline. But yes, this is just hyping up his match with Pillman. You know, Paulie's just going to be talking shit on Bam Bam the whole time about how easily Brian will beat him, etc., etc. Yeah, Mike Barton was the guy I signed real early, and like I was like, wow, look at those stats. He could be good, and he wasn't good. now we're kind of stuck with him. Let me see something here with Eddie and Liger. How many times have y'all wrestled? A lot. Most of these are tags. Is this only their second singles match? That doesn't seem right. I was coming here to check if this was their third, so I could be like, the trilogy! You know what I mean? But apparently it's not. They wrestled in a fucking gazillion tag matches. Oh, you know what? It's because we gotta go back to 92. That's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, oh yeah, they wrestled a lot in 1992. Alright, so this is like their fourth fucking match. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna run a video package for Eddie and Jushin. It's going to be clips of their matches from last year, intercut with them hyping this next one. We can't get Owen Hart. He is in the World Wrestling Federation. What else do we have? I still need a storytelling match. And I kind of fucking... Yeah, I kind of fucked myself on that. Because the only one it could really be is like the main event, and I don't. It's gonna hurt the number, so I don't really want to do that. Who else we got? Who hasn't worked? I mean, anyone could tell a story. In fact, by George, I've got it. We're going to have Dan Severn. You call it the Quad Trilogy. I don't think we're going to call it the Quad Trilogy. You know what? Mike Barton, speak of the devil. Get him out there. Mike Barton and Dan Severn. So instead of them calling out Dan Severn, they're going to come into the ring after Dan Severn's match and be like, "Hey, Dan, good win." That's going to be the story. The story is Dan Severn earning his spot in the team without even fucking knowing it. What a story, Mark. I would like to do an angle with Steve Regal, who is still kind of feuding with Rick Rude, even though he's wrestling Kurt Hennig at this show. So this is just going to be him getting interviewed by, like, Bischoff. And he's going to be like, Lord Steve Regal, you and Rick Rude have been having your differences recently, but coming up the Clash, he's going to be going after the television title. What do you think about that? And he's just going to be like, well, Eric, me and Rick Rude have our differences, but if he were to win the television title, that could be quite fortuitous for me. So I could then challenge him and beat him for that title. The only thing better than beating a commoner like Rick Rude would be to do it for the television title. So in a perverse way, I suppose I'll be cheering for him. Yeah, let's let him cook. Fuck it. Yeah, like, Dan Severn, most people would really only know him from his WWF run, because, I mean, where else would you know him from? Like, or maybe you know him from, like, early UFC, but, if, there's some of his old, like, UWFI matches on YouTube. I mean, he was a dude back then. Because, like, by the time he gets to WWF, he's already kind of old, but, late 80s, early 90s, he was still in his prime. And then we have like 4 more minutes. Though we kind of already have a lot of talking, so we should probably just throw a match on here. Steamboat's not doing shit really. I mean he'll be on the Clash. We'll don't you worry. But for now he's just gonna win a fucking squash. George South, you're about to have the best match of your career. Surely. We have never done Ricky Steamboat and George South. That is actually shocking to me that they have never wrestled each other. That's wild. Alright, let's open and hot, baby. Get Tenru out there. Let's do this long-ass promo. That's the show. I don't know if this is like a tremendous episode of Saturday Night, so I'm gonna go like an 85. Although the Rude Hennig promo might get 100. I'll say 86. 86. I'll go up one. It's got a 73. Oh, he does. Okay, I thought rating him on star quality, he wouldn't be speaking. I thought that was just like, look at me. Look at how much star quality I have. I didn't realize I was going to do that. Also, I guess, sometimes the Mon Baker does remember that it's someone can't speak English. We've gotten away with it in all of our other mods. Okay, we'll have to remember that for Tenru. No fucking talking at all. How do you do in his match? Good. I mean, we got a 70. He got a 69. But, it just came in, not as popular here in the States. He had like 40 pop in the States, which is already kind of higher than I thought it would be. So 69 is pretty good, all things considered. We'll see what we can do with him. Yeah, these guys got 100. That checks. $70, classic 6-minute Good guy, good wrestler, wrestling a bad wrestler. It doesn't even matter what this guy's number is. It's going to get a 70. That's just what we do here. 91 Steve Regal promo. Let's go. Regal has developed his promo in this mod, because he did not have it at the beginning of it. Although it's probably also just helps that he's over now. One of the things I have learned in the past, year or so that I've been streaming TW a lot more, the score you get on a promo probably has more to do with how over and how much momentum the person has, even more than, like, their mic ability. If someone's fucking over, it kind of almost doesn't matter if they can't talk. Although that said, I mean, Regal can talk. Eddie and Liger, video package. Hey, remember last year they had a ladder match? And I think we might have invented it, maybe. Although I guess not. Stampede did one in, like, the 80s or the 70s or whatever. But y'all didn't know what a ladder match was in 1992. We were like, hey, look at this shit. Anyway, they're going to wrestle again. But now it's flipped. now Liger's the bad guy. I'll take a 79 on Bam Bam and the Barbarian. They probably over-delivered, if we're being honest. Uh, 72 for this. Tsunami did a bad job. Great. Cool. I didn't think these guys could talk, but I was like, we gotta find out. There's only one way to know for sure. $70. We have definitely booked this match at least once, because I remember seeing these two photos next to each other and being like, that's just Dan Severn wearing a cowboy hat. That's the same man. And then, oh, this promo got a 94. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I don't think I've seen the whole match, but I've seen some clips of the Stampede ladder match. I don't even think they used, like, an A-frame ladder. It was like a fucking roofing ladder. Someone had to, like, hold it. It was crazy. Or maybe it was, like, connected to something. Also, again, just what an insane group of people we have here. Stan Hansen, Ultimate Warrior, Sting, Dan Severn, Nick Bockwinkel. All friends, because that's the power of being a babyface. These guys have nothing in common, but they're all babyfaces, so now they're friends. Oh no. Oh, Ted got hurt. Bro, my main events are cursed. It started in AEW, and now it's coming into this save too. We got 480s across the board, and we got a 77. Although this one is understandable. Ted got fucked up in this match. Oh, I hope he's not hurt, because him and Sting is the main event of that show. Yes, thank you, Larry. And then there was a big fight. Poor Ted had to do a fight with a ruptured eardrum. Who killed Ted? You know what? It didn't say who killed Ted's eardrum. Although, I mean, you're looking at the guys they were wrestling. You gotta assume it was Steve. I don't think Sting's not known for throwing potatoes. You gotta think it was Steve. $85. I mean, 85 is what I said, but, it would have been a lot better if this main event hadn't kind of tanked. Hey, it's me, Tony Anthony. I know this isn't how Tony Anthony talks, but it should be. Oh, how hurt is he? 6 days. The show's in 5. Fuck. I mean, he's working through it, but it's gonna hurt the match. That sucks. Scott will be good, though. Also, Joey Mag's back injury. That's where he was. I'm glad we didn't release Joey Mags. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, so now the question is, do we replace Ted DiBiase? Or do we have him work the match hurt? I know what we're going to do. I know what we're going to do. This is some real last-second bullshit because it's main event, the beat show that no one's going to watch. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to run an angle where Ted DiBiase and the Diamond Stud and Diamond Dallas Page are going to come out. And Ted DiBiase is going to be, like, holding his ear. He's going to have it, like, his ear is going to be all, like, taped up. And he's going to be really over-dramatically be like, oh, my ear. Those savages, Austin and Sting, hurt my ear, and now I can't wrestle at the Clash. Oh, no. Oh, man. And then Diamond Stud's going to be like, hey, well, you know, I can take a place. And then Ted's going to be like, yeah, well, you lost to him already. All right, let's... let's set Arn Anderson out there. And then Arn Anderson's going to be like, well, I don't have anything going on at the Clash, and I could probably wrestle Sting for the right price. And then Ted's going to be like, all right, I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. And then Ted's going to pull out his wallet, which will, of course, be flush with cash. Big, fat wallet. And he's going to take, like, several $100 bills. And he's going to, like, you know, one by one count them out. And then he's going to put them in Arn's hand. And Arn's going to, like, give him the motion, like, keep counting, rich boy. Let's go. And then he's going to open up the wallet. And he's going to pull out, like, 10 more fucking hundreds. And then he's going to look at his big stack of money and be like, this'll do. Ted is hurt. Match is now Arn Sting. I guess we could probably put DiBiase on commentary for that match. That actually, what's the fucking storyline? Oh, Ted's in it. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll probably put DiBiase on commentary. That's what we'll do. All right, so that's that. See, this is why Arn was just doing nothing. We had a plan. We definitely knew for sure. Anyway, back to our weekly gig of trying to get Too Cold Scorpio to be recognizable. So let's have him and his good friend Barry Windham taking on... let's get some new fucking people for them to wrestle. I feel like they've beaten all these people a million times. These are also all the same local people. Oh shit, Billy. Oh, we've hired Billy twice. That's not a great sign for Billy. Oh, Brother Brutai is here? Oh, we hired him once too. I think he's mad at us, actually. Although I would love to have him fucking job to Too Cold Scorpio. Yeah, no, we had him job to someone ridiculous the one time we booked him, and now he hates us. Which, you know, fair enough. But... let's use our dev guys. Let's see. We need heals. Heals. Candido. Who's, like, super not over and would actually... kind of be helped by this? Hugo's real bad. Bucci's a heel and super not over. Mike Bucci and Paul Lavecca. Let's do it. That's a team. Losing to the real stars of the business, Barry Windham and Too Cold Scorpio. Six minutes. Too Cold be winning. That's about it. Yeah, Nova's gonna invent a move in this match. That move is gonna be looking at the lights. Oh, we should do it now that I know for sure that Scott is gonna be there. Let's have them cut. We're doing a lot of Steiner Brother promos, which is not the ideal way to use them. Although I guess Scott was hurt, so fair enough. Let's have them in the ring with, I guess, Tony, because he's not on commentary. And basically, it's going to be Scott coming out with, like, some piece of paper, and he's going to be like, oh, I just got back from the doctors right before the show, and, you know, they gave me some news about the Clash coming up on Tuesday. I think that's what the Clash is. They gave me some news about the Clash coming up, and... oh, I came out here to let you all know, face-to-face, man-to-man, that Scott Steiner is 100% clear to compete! Avalanche Tsunami, you're dead, man, you know, etc. Swerved him, bro. Let's do... let's see... Ken is unimportant. Bob is probably... yeah, Bob's recognizable. I don't think we've ever had Bob and Ken team together. That's weird. Let's do it. Ken Shamrock and Bob Backlund. Taking on the Young Pistols, baby. Steve Armstrong and Tracy Smothers. Why is Tracy... there you go. Okay. Sometimes that just doesn't work. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Shamrock's winning. Unless these guys complain, but I can't... yeah, I can't imagine. What else do we have? Someone should probably cut a promo. I mean, I guess we had DiBiase hyping the show. Let's do Rude and Steamboat. How about that? Let's do Rick Rude and Ricky Steamboat. They're going to be talking about how, you know, Kurt Hennig, he stole that TV title from you, Ricky. But, you know, I appreciate you letting me go in line here to get this title shot after I pinned him in the tag. And Steamboat's going to be like, you know, just real babyface shit here. Absolutely, brother. You know, once you beat him, I absolutely believe you're going to beat Kurt Hennig, win that TV title. And once you do, I'm sure you'll give me the first shot. He's going to be like, absolutely. Rick Rude's a babyface, by the way. For people who don't come live every week. It's weird. And they're going to talk about Kurt. You know what? They're going to talk about Regal. They're going to talk about Regal. Regal, I saw what you said on Saturday night, and you know what? You're second in line behind Ricky. Oh, actually, that's good. You want to beat me for this TV title, that's fine, but you'll be second in line behind Ricky. Ricky will get the shot first. Vader should be booked even stronger. Cool, he could kill somebody. Let's get a local. Let's have him actually murder somebody. I don't want it to be someone that's under contract for us. Oh, that's right. He used steroids. I forgot about that. Oh, I forgot he used steroids. I was going to bring him in to get beat up, but I think that would actually hurt us because the game would be like, oh, he's a steroid user. Everyone was mad at you. What a haircut on this fella. Oh, we've used Wolfie D a lot. Although the person coming in should really be a babyface. Scotty Riggs. Let's do it. Scotty, you're a babyface tonight. Big Van Vader is going to murder Scotty Riggs. In fact, I would say let's do like 3 minutes. 3 minutes, Vader, domination. Yeah, no, don't put the title on the line. Thank you. Thanks for looking out, game. I appreciate it, but yeah, don't put the title on the line. And then, oh, let's do fucking Beautiful Bobby maybe. Him and Larry Z are kind of on the downfall here for the roster. You know what? We haven't really heard anything from Pillman. They should cut a promo. Especially since Brian Pillman is really good at them. Brian Pillman, Paulie, Tully should be there. Mike Awesome should be there. Talking about Bam Bam. Am I ending this feud here? I probably am, although I don't know. Alright, basically, because this is the second match they're having. I don't know. Basically, the promo is going to be about how I beat Bam Bam once already, I'm pretty sure is what happened the first time. And I'm going to do it again. Because he's fat. He's not a premier athlete. Like Brian, can't say premier athlete. That's fucking... I'm sowing the seeds for Tony Nese in WCW 2016. We don't want that. Alright, and let's do some kind of match. I'm gonna do Beautiful Bobby versus Raven, and Raven's gonna win. Beautiful Bobby might be mad about that, but we'll see, I guess. Okay. What is the main event of this show? It's either Catch Club versus the Young... You know what the main event of this show is? Vader squash match. The main event of the show is you'll see the WCW champion in action. What more do you need? He's the champ. Let's open with the TED promo. That's important. Let's go rude and being baby faces up here. That's a main event. This will get a good number because there's a lot of promos on it, so this is going to get like a 78 or something stupid like that. Even though wrestling-wise, there is nothing on this show. There is nothing. There's squash matches and old guys having competitive losses to young guys and stuff like that. Yeah, 91. This did well. Thank you, Arn, for showing up last second. Appreciate it. Enjoy your big stack of $100 bills. 58, yep. You know, I keep thinking, you know, hey, maybe now that Raven's recognizable, he'll start doing stuff. But he's not really doing stuff. I mean, Beautiful Bobby should have won this match, for being honest. Jeff Jarrett, I think, is just hanging out. I think he's in, like, USWA, honestly. I'd have to check. Uh, 93, yep, that checks out. Brian Pillman invented a new catchphrase that will likely boost his ability on the microphone. Can we get some pitches from the chat for Brian Pillman's new catchphrase? $61. Okay, I'll take that. That's fine. Ken Shamrock and Bob Backlund is another team you could have thrown, like, if the game would have said they had no chemistry, I would have been like, yeah, that checks. Fair enough game. But no, they work together fine. 85 Steiner's promo, I will take it. Even though Rick was rough out there. Rick did a bad job. All he had to do was like act surprised that Scott was cleared and he blew it. 60 on this, sure. Barry Windham was off his game. Mike Bucci and Paul Levesque showed excellent chemistry teaming together. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Future WCW tag champs right there. 1996, baby. Nova and he won't be Triple. We would. I mean, we could just name him Triple H, but I would like to live in an alternate reality where he gets over as like Big Paul Levesque or something stupid like that. Big Paulie. 99 for these guys just being real baby faces. $65. This is Scotty Riggs got a 16. That is brutal. That is brutal. 77. That's like exactly what I said it would get because these promos were crazy and these matches were nothing. Triple H is a shampoo boy. I'm not super sure what that means, but he does have some really luxurious hair in that photo. Brian Pillman's got his hot new catchphrase. Everyone's excited about it. The rise of Ken Shamrock. Oh! The first ever Pancrase show was last night, and he beat Funaki. His popularity is soaring in Japan. Oh, do we need to like lock him up to a exclusive contract? Probably not, because he's not over here, and I don't think fucking Pancrase is gonna throw him a big money contract. We're probably fine. It's probably fine. Yes, thank you, game. We could have Tenryu and Paul Levesque feud over who like a shampoo sponsorship. Like, God, who was that? It was Booker T and Tajiri, right? The "you stole my Japanese shampoo" sponsorship feud, an all-time classic. Scott Steiner's back. Thank you, game. House Show of the Midwest, sure. Bobo Brazil's retiring. Oh no. George Steele. Aww. Aww. Why'd Ricky Fuji have a press conference? It's really funny to think about having a press conference where he's like, I just want you all to know I am no longer a technician flyer. I will now be entertaining people. And everyone's just like, okay. You asked us to come here for this? Oh, it was Edge. You know, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah. Because the hair. Yeah, that checks out. Clash in 2 days. Let's go. Does Sue Hennig have any relation to the other Hennigs? I assume she does. Not that common of a name, right? I don't know. Don't know her. ECW Anarchy Rules 1993. Let's go. King Kalua defeated Mr. Sandman in a tables match. Great. Scott Norton, Salvatore Bellomo, and The Convict, that's Nails, defeated Ruly Gonzalez, JT Smith, and DC Drake. Larry Winters defeated Skull Von Crush in a tables match. Donnie Allen and Janetti defeated the Super Destroyers. Oh, this is a show. Pitbull Rex defeated Pitbulls. Oh, no, the Pitbulls are going against each other. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, this is a 1993 ECW show, for sure. I don't think they had a... I don't think Smoky Mountain had a TV taping. I think they just... I think they just aired it, but I mean, we could just look. We could just look at Smoky Mountain. Company info, nope. You know what? It's probably easier to just do it this way. No, this is still from their last taping, because it still has, like, all those people I fired on it. Like, I'm pretty sure we fired Kevin Sullivan, right? Oh, maybe we didn't. You know what? Alright. Fuck me. Why did we leave Kevin Sullivan? You know what? You know what? Who knows? Who knows what I was thinking last episode? It's a mystery. House show, New England, cool. UWFI is looking for the future. It really is crazy the people we've sent to Jim Cornette. We bought Smoky Mountain, made it developmental, and we're like, Jim, I want you to book a bunch of luchadors, Japanese guys, and women. And then he... and then he cursed me out for 25 minutes. And then I held up the check I was going to give him, and he was like, God damn it, fine! Alright, let's book this Clash show. Generic. No. We said we were going to do the Tri-State. We could run a gigantic venue, but I think that's very unrealistic for a Clash show. And it's not like it matters. We make $1 bajillion, so we're just going to run the Spectrum like I said we were going to. Alright, let's book the show. Actually, before I book the main event, because I said I was going to put Ted on commentary, I'm going to make sure he can do commentary. I'm pretty sure he can. He might be very good at color, who can say. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to put him on commentary for that match. Sting and Arn Anderson. 16 minutes. Don Callis, take a seat. Do not put the Diamond Stud on commentary. Thank you. Sting is simply going to beat this last-second replacement. That's pretty much it. We should probably do an angle afterwards. I mean, his commentary was okay, especially... Like, around this era, it would have been fine. well, maybe not on our show, but like wrestling was still kind of slow, and you had to fill in a lot of gaps with like anecdotes. He was okay at that kind of stuff, but yeah, like actually, like as wrestling moved on and it got faster paced and stuff, he was not great at it. What the fuck are we gonna do at the end of this? Because Arn... Let's do this. Let's have Teddy Long come out. And he's gonna yell at Arn Anderson for losing. And then Ted DiBiase's gonna yell at Arn for losing. And Teddy Long's then gonna yell at Ted DiBiase and be like, I paid you to take out Sting, and then you didn't do it. You paid this guy. You let me down. You both let me down. These guys... Basically, it's just going to be the heels bickering. Let's do it like that. They didn't take out Sting. Oh, Arn doesn't want a script. Okay, sure. Actually, I don't know why I gave them all a script. They don't need it. Then we will do the 6-man, which is an insane match. We are going to the Ultimate Warrior every time with his friends Stan Hansen and Dan Severn taking on Big Van Vader, Ron Simmons, and Junichiro Tenryu. Dream match. Oh, what is the finish of this? Let me think. I should probably... You would think I would have known this ahead of time, but I didn't. So this is leading to Warrior and Vader for the title at Havoc. Warrior has to win. I think Warrior has to win. We just brought in Tenryu. I don't want him to lose. I don't want him to beat Vader, really. So it's looking like Warrior pins Ron Simmons. That's what I'm seeing. Look at this, like, I'm going like 14 on it. So since they also lost, I guess DiBiase will, and Arn will be yelling at that at Teddy Long. The heels are just falling apart right now. It's not going great for them. Isn't that just like ECW? Is that just what that is, Michael? Let's do... Oh, we gotta do... Yeah, Rude and Hennig will probably be actually between these matches. Although, I don't know. Maybe that match is too good. Rick Rude, Kurt Hennig. Television title on the line. Let's do Rick Rude over by DQ. With interference from William Regal. Excuse me, Steven Regal. But he said he wanted him to win. And then we will do an angle after that where Regal and Kurt are beating up Rick Rude. And then Steamboat comes out. So let's do fighting, selling, overness. Yeah, let's do fighting. They probably wouldn't run away just because Steamboat's there. More like XPW. Yeah, no, that's fair. That company was owned by a like fucking pornographer. So yeah, that's probably true. All right, we're gonna do a promo right before that match just to really lay it on thick, because we don't believe in subtlety in pro wrestling. These guys are gonna cut a promo where Rude basically Steamboat being like, What match is up next, Rick? I know you're gonna win this. I know you're gonna take it from Kurt. And just remember, I'm getting that first TV title shot. And he's gonna be like, that's right, you're definitely getting it before Steven Regal. You're absolutely getting it before him. Maybe I won't even give him a shot. I don't know if he deserves it. I hate that Steven Regal. He's such a bum. Who's interviewing them? Bischoff. Very subtle. Rude and Steamboat promo. Very subtle. Very subtle. Oh shit, cheap viewers. Why didn't you say so? Alright, oh, the Steiners and the Waves of Disaster. Okay, alright. How are we at brawling? 6270. Scott, I'm assuming, is also really good. Actually, Scott's not as good at brawling as you would think. Although good at Puro, which will help in this. You got... Okay. I think we are going to go Wild Brawl regardless, although we might regret this. And we're going to do draw. And we're going to do a double count out. Because these guys are just brawling all over the place. Referee can't get a hold of this one. We got to throw it out. I'm worried about that one. Hopefully that goes okay. But honestly, the next three matches we have on this show kind of are all awesome. We have Bam Bam and Brian Pillman. $16. Oh, Bam Bam won that fucking match? Oh, fuck me. Alright, forget everything I said about that promo. Forget everything. Maybe he won by DQ. That had to be what we did. That has to be. I'm willing... I have to check the show now. Oh, it was the main event. And Bam Bam... Did Bam Bam just win? Alright, well, fuck it. Pillman's winning this one. $16, Pillman, Bam Bam. Brian Pillman. Let's go Tainted. What's wrong with Brian Pillman and Bam Bam? I don't need Nick. Nick switched to stream so he could watch basketball. He got what he wanted. Alright, Terry Funk and Steve Austin. U.S. title. Is this another Wild Brawl? Or are we doing it? I mean, Terry is obviously great at brawling. Steve Austin. Yeah, Steve Austin should be great at brawling. Yeah, we're going to go another Wild Brawl. You know what? We're going to go 8 minutes because the game might yell at me. And this is going to be at the like lower-ish on the card, so that's fine. So we're going to go 8 minutes. We're going to go Wild Brawl again. So we're going to have to space those out. And then we are going to go... Steve Austin is going to retain after interference from the returning Cactus Jack. And then, you know, after the match, oh my God, Cactus Jack, we haven't seen him since the last Clash of the Champions. He's been at home nursing injuries he sustained in that match with Terry Funk. And these guys are brawling all over the place. We're doing 2 brawling all over the place matches on this show. Because that's what we do here in WCW. And then we have Liger and Eddie. We're at 109 minutes. Show us being between 112 and 180. Oh, we have plenty of time. I'm going to let them cook. 20 minutes, light heavyweight title. Now, I need to think about this. Apparently I'm doing Liger Steamboat at Havoc. That's what I have down on the paper. Which makes sense. But does it? Because I kind of have him wrapped up in what I'm doing with those guys. Yeah, I don't have Hennig down at all. It should probably be him and Hennig, actually. So I don't think... Yeah, I'm going to do a Rude Regal blow-off at Havoc. It really should be Hennig and Steamboat again. How many times did I do Hennig and Steamboat? I'm just going to check that. I mean, obviously this isn't the match we're booking. I just want to see on the match history thing. Oh, we've only done the singles. Oh, yeah, we're definitely doing it again. Okay. So, all right, here's what we're going to do. Because I don't want to do these guys again because they've already wrestled each other a lot. But I kind of feel like the match that makes... The thing that makes sense is Eddie winning because the next best challenger we have for the light heavyweight title is Sabu. Although we could do Liger Ultimo. Because Ultimo is recognizable. They wouldn't have wrestled because they were both baby faces for so long. And Liger Ultimo will be sick. I'm going to have Liger retain. I mean, it's evil Liger. We should push him. We just turned him heel. We should give him his big run. I'm just going to have him win. Y'all go crazy. We didn't set a storytelling match. I think it's gotta be this one. Alright, and we have some time if we want to add some promos, and we should for sure add some promos. I want that insane babyface team to cut a promo. So let's get Ultimate Warrior. Let's get Stan. Let's get Dan. Let's get Bockwinkel. And what a just like cascading styles we have here. We have the unhinged lunacy of Ultimate Warrior. We have the wild cowboy Stan Hansen spitting and yelling. And then you have like the respectable wrestler in a suit, Nick Bockwinkel. They are, of course, talking shit on Vader and Ron and Tenryu. Is there anyone else I really want to hear from? You know what? We should probably have Arn Anderson and Ted cut a promo early in the show for, you know, all those people that missed main event, which I'm assuming is most of them. So this is basically going to be a promo, like, probably the first thing on the show, honestly. With, like, Arn and Ted in the ring, and Ted being like, so a deal's a deal, right, Arn? You're wrestling Sting tonight, not me. Because of what those animals did to me, I am unable to compete. Honestly, that's probably enough stuff. Let's start putting the show together and see if I want to add any in anywhere. You know, I think the 6-man is actually going to stay where it is because it'll be a good... It'll be, you know, it'll be a little bit of a cool down. Let's put the babyface team hyping it right before. And we should probably open with one of the Wild Brawls, especially since we have 2 of them. Let's open with Terry and Steve. And then let's send Cactus out here. Oh, I forgot that this should... Oops. And Liger Eddie. Probably need a promo in here because there's a lot of stuff in a row. Let's do... I mean, Dangerous Alliance talk shit on Bam Bam, so let's have Bam Bam talk shit on Brian right before the match. Probably not 6 minutes. It's probably just like 3 minutes right before the match. Talking to Eric Bischoff. Brian Bigelow. Side Brothers is a disaster. Very subtle promo. Recruiter Skirt Hennig. Steamboat says rude. Oh, we almost put this out of order. Although there should be something right before this. And I mean it should be a Sting promo. We haven't heard from the Stinger. Stinger's a big star. We're gonna juice this and let him cook. In fact, this will probably be an in-ring promo before Arn even comes out, where he's gonna be like, you know, I don't even know how wrestling. I don't even care. Arn Anderson, Ted DiBiase, the Diamond Stud. Heck, send Vader back out. I don't care. I'll wrestle anybody. Also, thinking back to Ted DiBiase's numbers on commentary, maybe we should take him off and just have him like at ringside. What's Don's color? Yeah, his is... Well, I mean, we just know. Ted's could be good, but it's probably not. But yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to... Don, take your chair back. We're just going to go at ringside. Ted DiBiase. We'll just do that. Who do we need to book in a dark match? Dustin Rhodes. That's crazy. Honestly insane that they are not on the show. Maybe we should give them a promo. There's time. Let's give them a promo on the show. Fuck it. This is going to be these guys storming out to the ring. You know, Dustin Rhodes was the biggest star in the past 18 months. How is he not on this Clash? WCW is holding my boy back. This is a joke. This promotion's going down the drain. Oh, where are we gonna put this? Right here. Right here, he said. Alright. And then let's do, as is tradition, we will do the 5-on-5 pre-show match, where we do faces. Who do we got? Who do we got? Kind of crazy that Steamboat isn't, but like Steamboat's on the show. He does show up, so I don't feel like we need. We're gonna do. Let's do Too Cold. Let's do Barry. Let's do Ken Shamrock. Let's do Bob Backlund, and let's do Nikita Koloff taking on the heel team of Chris Adams. Steve Regal also shows up, so he doesn't necessarily have to be in this. Chris Adams, the Barbarian, and the Cowboys. Insane match. Tim and Shore. Shamrock or Too Cold should probably win. I'm gonna give it to Shamrock. And we will have him pin, oh, I don't know, Steve Armstrong. That's the show. That's Clash 25. A lot of stuff going on here. Some big matches. A little worried about that terrible tag team title match, but it's kind of smack dab in the middle of the card, so I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I think the show's going to be good. Sting and Arn, I'm a little worried about, but because Ted will be there, it'll advance the storyline. So I think that match could get like a 90. So yeah, I'll go high. I'll say like an 89. Ten-man tag. This is pretty much what these always get. So not really a lot to be learned from this. Worst guy in the match, Steve Armstrong. That checks out because he gets pinned a lot. '94 opening promo. Great. Just, for everyone that missed main event, which was all of you, we saw those ratings. Got to also shame people into watching main event. This is the main event now. The handsomely paid Arn Anderson will take on Sting. Okay, an 80. I'll take that. Feel like it probably should have been a little better, but I'll take an 80. I'll take it. Steve Austin makes defense number 2, the U.S. title. And then these guys also got an 80 just for brawling, so hopefully that's a good sign. And this was a good little version. We kept this going without like burning off a lot of stuff by keeping Cactus at home for 4 weeks or whatever. Oh, let's go! Let's go, boys! They cooked! Oh, we did this too early. People have to follow this. Yeah, this is a great match. Good job, boys. $72. Oh, this is only a 3-minute promo. Also, Pillman was there, which he should not have been. He should have been off screen, but that's fine. Match got an 84. I will take it. This is kind of just a feud about nothing. These guys are kind of just wrestling each other a lot, but, you know, it's been fine. 86. Dustin did a bad job. Interesting. 86 is probably the lowest these guys have done on a promo in a long time, but they're not really doing anything right now. And Dustin, I mean, this is like a bold red. He did a bad job. He did a bad job. Man, what multiple viewer bots tonight. You know what? You know what? 82. on this tag match is insane. I cannot believe we pulled an 82 on this. That's wild. I mean, it was all Steiner brothers, but that's wild. The problem is there's like 10-minute wild brawls is kind of all these guys can do. So, I don't know. We might, when we do this at Havoc, we might have to do like we'll have to do like a street fight or some shit. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate your apology. Nick would just be mad at me about it. He'd just be like, this is bullshit. Honestly, the only guy who's, like, bad is Tsunami. The Steiners are obviously good. And, like, Avalanche is okay. He's alright. You can live with a 69. Nice. 99 on this promo. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, yeah, these guys cooked. These guys cooked. And that darn Steve Regal ruined it. Then we did a big brawl. I mean, they're not even trolling. I think they're just bots. They just, you know, they go to streams with like less than 10 people watching or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, you need viewers?" 87 on this promo. I would give like anything to see these guys actually cutting a promo. It would be insane. I'll take an 87 for the ranking for sure. $87 on the match. Okay. I mean, I give them storytelling too, which could have... Could we have pulled a 90 on this match if I didn't go storytelling? That's kind of crazy. But yeah, somehow, some way, these 6 wrestlers had a really good match. What did Warrior get? Warrior got a 74. Warrior and Vader should be fine, although I'm a little worried. Like, their best match would probably be a Wild Brawl, and from what I've experienced recently in AEW, and also in this game, doing Wild Brawl main events doesn't always go great. So I might just have them have like a 12-minute regular match? I don't know. 99 promo for Sting just being like, yeah, man, whatever. Arn Anderson, Ted, who cares? 91. Okay, another good match. Another good match. Sting just getting the win over the replacement. No funny booking here. No weird stuff trying to shoehorn Arn into it. He's just showing up, pretending to be Ted DiBiase, and losing. And then the heels all yelled at each other because they got their asses kicked. 93! Woo, 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 woo! Great show. That's the great show alarm going off. Alright. I mean, is that our best show? 93 might be our best show. That show really cooked. I wonder if Sting and Arn actually ended up being better than Sting and Ted would have been. That's an interesting thought process. Because Ted is kind of declining, although he's still very over. Yeah, I'm going to check if that's our best show. I think it might be. If it's not outright number 1, it's going to be tied, I think. We might have done another 93. Top 100. No, we have a couple 94s, actually. Great American Bash was our best show ever. With Vader beating Sting for the world title. I mean, that checks out. Dustin beat Rick Rude for the U.S. title. Steve Austin, Brian Pillman got a 97. Holy shit. Kurt and Ricky Steamboat for the U.S. title. Oh, for a TV title. Sorry. Hanson and Dusty. I forgot I did Hanson and Dusty. What a fucking match. 70 runs. I mean, this is a good card. And then a random Saturday Night is tied with that, which is crazy. Vader and Ron Simmons beat Severn and Sting. I mean, this is a cool match. Dustin and Sabu beat Stan and Rick Rude. That's two. I did do 2 big tag matches on one Saturday night. That will do it. Eddie defeated Ultimo. Okay, well no, we're doing Liger Ultimo. That's right. I was gonna say, oh no, we did this, but no, we didn't. It's fine. Yeah, why did I go so hard on this Saturday night? I don't know, but we did. I think it's time for everyone's favorite segment for WCW. It's time to get out the notepad, because we are now closing in on Halloween Havoc, and we don't have a full card for Halloween Havoc. We've got Vader Warrior for the WCW title. We're going to do Funk Cactus. That's going to be our spin the wheel, make the deal match. This is changing. This is definitely going to be Kurt Steamboat for the TV title. Steiner's vs. Natural Disasters tag titles. Street fight? And then we're going to do a Rude Regal blow-off. I don't know what that's going to be. And then we're definitely going to do Liger Ultimo light heavyweight title. Now the problem is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's already 6 matches. So we only have like 3 more, and we need a lot of people on this card. We don't have Sting booked. We don't have like the rest of the... Oh my god, should we just do Sting and Tenryu? Should we just do Sting and Tenryu? Is that too crazy? Because, like, surely we've done Sting and Ron Simmons, right? You know what? Unbelievably, Sting and Ron Simmons have not had a singles match. So we actually could do either one. Although now that I'm thinking about it, we do have to fit a lot of people on this card. And also, Fall Brawl. Oh, I was going to do Hennig Steamboat as the Fall Brawl main event. That's why. But it'll be their third. We can do a third one. It's fine. I think that's true. But yeah, we're doing Vader. This is now Vader, Simmons, Ted, Tenryu versus Sting, Warrior, Stan, Severn. See, I told you guys we'd figure that out. So I think what we should actually do is, like... We should do, like, Sting and Stan versus Ron and Tenryu. We should do a tag. So then all those guys will be on the show. And, it, you know, that'll lead to the War Games match they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we got to blow off Bam Bam and Pillman, right? Because they've had 2 singles matches. And they're 1-1, right? So we got to... I just want to make sure that's true. A lot of Bryans. Okay. All years. That one singles match? Yeah, they're 1-1. And yeah, we got to do a third one. So then we have like 1 to 2 spots left. Maybe we should do something with like Arn and Ted going against each other because that didn't work out. The problem is I don't think I can turn Arn face because he just turned heel, right? Yeah, he just turned heel. And you wouldn't turn Ted face. That's insane. Yeah, we'll figure out the match steps as we go. That's usually how it works. Because We'll need one for that, and we'll need one for Rude and Regal. Although Rude Regal probably wouldn't be a cage match. That would probably be like, maybe we'll do like a British rules match or some shit like that. British rounds match, something stupid. Yeah, I don't know what we would do with Ted, really at all, to be honest. Oh, Cactus. Do I not have Cactus and Terry down on this? Oh, no, I do. It's spin the wheel, spin the wheel. I was going to say, how the fuck did I miss that? Dan... We don't really have Dan doing anything, although unless we made that a 6-man, but I don't think we want to make it a 6-man. We might do Dan and Tenryu, or Tenryu and Stan on TV, which would, both of those would be crazy. Oh, Steve Austin is not defending the U.S. title on the show. That's our last match, right? Yeah, who's Austin wrestling for the TV title? Or the U.S. title? That's the end of that. Disposition, heel. He wrestled Arn for it already. That was his first defense. Everyone else is kind of doing stuff. I mean, I guess it could be Dustin. It could be Dustin. Dustin's not doing anything. Although him and Steve Austin, have we done that? He literally beat Dustin to win the U.S. title. Yeah, I mean, we don't want to go back to that. I mean, we could do Austin and Ted DiBiase, but that doesn't really make sense. Especially because we have Ted earmarked for the Fall Brawl match, right? Vader Simmons. Yeah, Ted's in there. Yeah, they need to patch up their relationship. That's what needs to happen there. You know, if this was modern wrestling, what you would probably do Terry Funk, Cactus, Steve Austin, Triple Threat is probably what you would do, to be honest. And like, there's nothing stopping us from doing that, except for me. I don't want to do that. Tully, I mean, Tully's not really doing anything. Although Tully has not been, and have not been impressed by his performance recently. Why is Tully Blanchard the UWF Israeli champion? Herb Abrams, what are you doing, bro? Holy shit. I don't know, maybe it's time to look at that All Japan relationship. Actually, it's probably better to just look at their roster like this. Johnny Ace, you're gonna come and wrestle Steve Austin. There's not really anyone over. I mean, obviously, you know, it's All Japan. Maybe we can bring in Dr. Death. I don't think they would let Dr. Death lose to Steve Austin. Or like Terry Gordy, but I'd be real interested. I mean, either one of those guys would have a great match with Steve Austin. So let's see. Let's try that. Let's ask them. we can book those guys. Actually, you know what? Are those guys exclusive with them? I should check that. Maybe we should just fucking bring them in. Exclusive written. Yep. Okay. Fair enough. And exclusive written. Okay. Cool. No, we're not bringing Johnny Ace in. I mean, even before all the shit that's going on right now, we still would not have brought Johnny Ace in. But now, for sure. Let's do a talent trade. Would you send us Steve Williams? Let's do like 2 appearances. That would be nice, you know. McGinnon was there once before the show. Is there anyone you would take at all? Is there any way we could make this work? Not even Liger? You guys wouldn't take Liger for 2? All right. Okay. Ooh, All Japan is 2 million in the red. That's interesting. I don't super know what we would do with All Japan, but we have the money, so it's interesting. Yeah, they don't want anybody. Oh yeah, they're super losing money. Just kind of looking around at who else is losing money out the ass. F&W's a little in the red. It's kind of weird that All Japan would be one of the companies it's so badly in the red. Especially like early on, they were in those bidding wars. Maybe that's why, because they were in those bidding wars. And they... How does Herb Abrams have $1 million? What's going on? And we have 45. That's crazy. We have a comical amount of money. We have a comical amount of money. Do we just attempt a hostile takeover? That, if I click attempt takeover, is it immediately going to do it, or is it going to give me an option first? Because I don't want to like attempt takeover and then they get mad at us or something. You know what I mean? But it does seem like they are in a bad way financially. Okay. They are not in bad enough shape. I guess we have to wait for the email that says, like, All Japan struggling financially or whatever. But yeah, I am surprised to see them at negative 2 million. Anyway, back to what we were doing. After I tried to do a hostile takeover, let's get back to talking about talent exchanges. I'm really surprised they won't take Jushin Thunder Liger. Is it because I want 2 appearances? If I did 1 appearance, would you be fine with that? No. Oh, they would take Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock is popular in Japan right now. Okay. Yeah, I'll send it. Who else would they take? They would take Terry Funk. Yeah, that makes sense. But they wouldn't take Steve Williams must be like stupid over in Japan, because they would not take Shamrock or Terry Funk. I mean, I'll send you fucking Ken Shamrock for Terry Gordy. That's a great deal. Great. Proposed deal. Yes. Great. Bro, how over is Ken Shamrock in Japan? I need to see this now. Oh. Oh. I see. Okay, interesting. Well, hey man, enjoy your All Japan match or matches. I guess they get 2 appearances too. I'm not positive, but that rounds out the card. Austin and Gordy for the U.S. title. Cool match. Oh yeah, you know what? Maybe we should sign. Well, here's the thing though. Ken's not loyal to New Japan, so if they do try to sign him, he'll have to tell us, and then we could match it, right? Like I still don't think we have to sign him exclusive. But yeah, now that he's getting popular in Japan, maybe we should think about it. Now that he's like popular. Because that was the problem with Ospreay. He was loyal. So when they gave him a contract, we couldn't even be like, no, don't. He just signed it. Anyway, this is the card we will be building to for Havoc. Vader Warrior WCW title, Funk Cactus, Spin the Wheel, Make the Deal. Don't even know what match that's going to be. We'll figure it out the day of, probably. Kurt Steamboat TV title, Sting and Stan versus Ron and Tenryu. What a match. Steiners versus Natural Disasters. It's some kind of thing. Rude Regal blow off. God, we have so many gimmicks on this now that I think about it. Because has to be a gimmick. This is a blow off match. It's got to be a gimmick. This is... Oh, okay. All right. Check who's written or not. I think everybody's written in All Japan. If we're being... Or like everyone who matters, but we can check. We could search this. Show me written. Nobody. Show me handshake. Some people on handshake. I mean, there's Al Perez, who's like, alright. It's mostly the American guys who are on handshakes with checks out. Bobby Fulton was doing Smoky Mountain for us. I wouldn't be super interested in bringing him in, but he's not bad. Like, Bobby Fulton's not a guy I'm super familiar with, so I would have no idea what to do with him. We could bring in Phil LaFawn, Doug Furnace. Maybe we will give them a little bit of a better run than they had in the WWF. Although, you know, neither one. Honestly, Crawford's a lot better, if we're being frank. His stats are a lot better than Furnace's. Although Furnace's aren't bad. Crawford's are just real good. Though these matches are not like... I mean, there's some big ones in here. Well, like when he wrestled Misawa. But I was going to say Misawa probably did a lot of that. How over is he in Japan? Is that tanking the number? No, he's pretty over in Japan. So that's... Yeah. The Ken's already there. Okay, that was fast. I mean, there's not anyone here I super want, to be honest. I mean, we can look at their roster. Who's on a handshake? Not... Kind of crazy that Liger's on a handshake. I think we tried to poach him once before, and he told us he was loyal. Although, if he's loyal, why is he on a handshake? Yeah, he's loyal to New Japan. Boo! Boo! Koji Kanemoto. Hey, Koji's alright. None of these people are over, obviously. Scott Norton. We've been in the Scott Norton business, and it's not been going great. Big Borga. Oh, boy. Yeah, no, I don't think we're looking to bring in anyone long-term, really. Ted DiBiase, literally the next day is better. Cool, cool, cool. Paulie buried Avalanche. Great. Did you tell him to send this, Daniel? Class 25.67. Okay, cool. I think we're gonna call it here. It's been about a 2-hour stream. I would have to book another show right away, and I think we get we did the go home shows, we did the Clash, we did Notepad time. How far away are we from Havoc actually happening? Is week 4 October? Oh, so we're straight up a month away. Okay. And then after that, it's, we're in the big boy time of the year. It'll be Havoc, it'll be Fall Brawl, it'll be Starcade, and then next thing you know, it'll be 1994. So. Oh, you know what? Actually, I wanted to check one more thing. Women's wrestling. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to... If I change this right away and there's no women's wrestling, is the game going to, like, yell at me? Because I've been thinking about, like, maybe checking this to, like... Because right now, if I borrowed women from our developmental and put them in a dark match, I think the game would just be like, ooh, a women's match! And give it, a horrible rating. But I've been thinking about, like, giving women some dark matches and seeing how it goes. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure either. So I don't... Just remind me... Someone remind... I mean, Daniel, you'll be here. Remind me to do a women's dark match next stream. In fact, I'm going to write it in the notepad. I'm going to put it, like, up here. So then I'll know. Yeah, I'll try it, like, once or twice. Like, we'll do one on... like, I'll set it right before... Saturday night. We'll do one on Saturday night. We'll do, like, another one on, like, main event. We'll see how the dark matches do. And, yeah, that is going to do it. Next week, we are back on the normal schedule, so that means my next stream will be WCW again on Tuesday. So you'll get back-to-back WCW, and then me and Nick will be back on Thursday for AEW. He's got a pay-per-view coming right up. I just did my Full Gear show, but his is, like... 2 or 3 weeks out, so won't make it to that show, but Nick will quickly have to cobble a pay-per-view card together, so that'll be fun to watch. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm still like 3 people away from 500 subs on YouTube. Just throwing it out there. If you're watching on YouTube, would appreciate the subscribe. We're real close, so that would be cool. Also, comment, like, all that stuff. Appreciate the views. Appreciate you watching. These videos are long. I get it. But yeah, that's good. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.